You've got this little pistol buy coming through for Liquid. They've got a decent bit of utility, including this Molotov on Fallen, so I'm wondering what the game plan is here.
Fnatic.
There's a few ways you could... I was going to say, there's a few ways you could look to use a Molotov like this. You could set it up to deny early short control down towards B. You can save it to flush barrels players out. I'm really curious by the molly. Double com push for Fnatic. Losing Golden up in mid early as well. He was meant to be the man peeking for this info. This puts a lot of pressure on these com players to try and make info plays. Here's this short wrap in for Stewie. Wow. Both kills on a platter. Crims trades back what he can, and it will be a nice little double up. Crims might have made this round possible now. There is this rotation in through Monster from JW as well.
Liquid would have to throw this round, man. The bombs for Heaven, there's no kit for
the Heaven
Fnatic.
plant is what really screws this up,
there's
right?
no way Liquid could possibly lose this round. Nothing, and I say nothing can go wrong.
Nothing could possibly go wrong. JW out on the barrels, still tucked in at water. There's one man in the sight. That's Fallen, who's in with the swing. Crims on for the ace, and he's going to need it right now if they wanted to win this round. There's no longer time for the defuse, so Crims is out of there. He's just trying to save this armor, get out with something.
I really like that round from Liquid. It's like the inverse of that slow mid-take that we saw from Fnatic, where they forced rotations by faking B and came up long late. Like Liquid they set up outside of B with 3 in the bomb. They run 2 into the mid-choke. They kill a player instantly. I think it was Golden. And then they go back. Right there, Fnatic, all their A info is gone. They have nothing. They have double con that they look like they're going to flank, but even they are aware, like, if Liquid are running A and we're flanking, like, we're going to be too late, so we have to stay in connector. Then they check short from B. Liquid have no one there because they're so slow to come up around the corner, and then boom, pops Stewie right out the tunnel as Fnatic look back to the B site because grenades are falling. Like, everything about that round went the way of Liquid, and everything went to plan. Plus the Heaven plant, the one round Fnatic are not going to have any CT rotates because they're double con. Like, yeah, wow, beautiful round for Liquid. 8-8, Fnatic forcing, and Liquid did the same in the first half to no avail. Will this be a better affair for Fnatic, who have crept to play around Monster? JW hits a tag on long. Naf runs back. Brolin hears it, but if Naf leaves, there's not really much Brolin can do, but Cool B is clear. Nothing's still hanging around.
Regardless of this, though, right, the positioning of Brolin is huge. It allows for you to have 4 players over towards this A bomb site. And on top of that, if Liquid do try and go back down towards B, well, Brolin's got that information early, right? So he can call rotations from this position, from the info he's acquiring on this push at B. Oh, JW looking keen. All right, JW, give us a little bit more. Really put some spice in our life. Trying to keep an eye on the long play. The utility has gotten him off the angle for now. Stewie trying to go through. It's Crims' scout to claim the next. This round's falling apart for Team Liquid. The scouts tearing through them, doing so much damage. Both these players are low. Fallen, worse off than Naf. Now trying to get the bomb planted, but it's denied by Jaquinho. Lots of damage done onto Naflight. Trying to stay alive, but he can't. JW pinces him with that scout, timed well with the push from Jaquinho at short side, and Fnatic steal that round away. The scouts responsible for a hell of a lot of damage dealt.
7 connecting shots from scouts in that round, Harry. 4 from Crims, 3 from JW. That's dirty. That's why we love to see scouts in the second force buys, right? Because, you know, worst case scenario, if you hit them, you've done 70 damage. You just lit that player up and set your pistol up for a kill on 1 bullet, almost regardless of the pistol. That's why we saw, like, Astralis last year, special maps like Nuke, they would pull in, like,
Train.
They pull in, like, 3 scouts on second round. Because all you need is a couple of tags and suddenly you can win a round like that. Even just putting players low is such a blow to their confidence. They know they can't get away with what they usually would. Great round for Fnatic, flipping it on its head early.
Yeah, I mean, it's why, like, those 4 spies up against like a second round purchase from the winning team always feels so dangerous if the first kill doesn't go your way, right? Because you're kind of forced to play more scared, and that's not what you want to do up against the pistols. You want to just be taking those fights with, like, full confidence, whittling down the force buy. The scouts give you the option to take these range fights and paint a lot of damage across your opponent early.
Oh, re-aggro is big here. Fnatic taking toilet means if Liquid come up long, they've got to worry about the crossfire. Crim sitting close, waiting for a flashbang. It's going to be thrown. Oh, JW gets hit for throwing it, but it doesn't matter because Crims is going to clean up the round. The Janitor is in with his mop and bucket, pistol out. Oh, traded by Fallen. Golden gets spotted as well. Liquid are backed up, and Fnatic are feeding the beasts, but this should still be their round. 30 seconds for Liquid. Nav late with the bomb, Liege very low. Fnatic have dropped back down B because things have gotten awfully quiet on this top side, but it's not like Liquid really have the time to make matters worse. Now for the flash. Liege is just clearing corners. 15 seconds, you've got to die before the time ends, and Liege will at least do that, but Naf's time to shine or to die, and yeah, just jumping into the site is unfortunately the right play there. Yeah. Getting that loss bonus and
you want to force them to take the kill when there's still time left, right? If you're trying to do that with like 5 seconds, Fnatic, you know what they're like.
What
they might just go, well, Naf, we aren't shooting you, bud.
Old Big were really good at that. Like they had like 4 or 5 occasions. Like, oh, I'm talking like Krakow Big, like that big. They were really good at just not killing players when there were 10, 15 seconds left, like an exuberant amount of time, but they would like leave it and everyone would run away and hide and then jump back in after the rounds ended. Really suffocating, and like playing the money game like that is just so annoying. Crims, free kills, they got Glocks, yum yum. JW helps out with a nade, Crims denied the ace, but he'll kill everyone else.
Yeah, shout out JW for stealing that ace from Crims. He really needed that nade. So you got the reinvestment back in from the Liquid side. It is, you know, a little ugly just because you've got that Galil on Stewie so he can don utility in this round. That means if there's one player you don't want to lose early, it's Stewie 2K, right? He's got that full belt of utility, and he took a downgrade in the firepower department just to facilitate it. Fnatic calling an attack timeout. I actually really like this decision, right? Yeah. So many teams use them like reactively, right? Once they feel a game getting out of hand. Fnatic here heading into this important rifle round. They're saying, well, no, let's just win it right here. And, you know, we stop this becoming a problem before there's even, you know, a chance for it to get there. If they win this round, money for Liquid still isn't built up, even with the loss bonus.
Yeah.
And so you're in a really good spot to just, you know, take a huge stride in this game. It's a bonus round attempt for Fnatic. 2 Galils in play that they took from the hands of Liquid in their force buy. There's lots of aggression coming through for Fnatic. They hear this condor open. Naf actually blinding Stewie as he peeks just a second too soon on that flash. And so it's a man down right now for Liquid. No short control either, in spite of throwing 2 players into that position. They've lost them both. They don't have the info. And they're down a man.
And you say the one player they don't want to die first? Well, he dies first, Harry. Stewie gone with all of those grenades, rather. That's unfortunate, right? Con smoke, they're running through it. The timing eludes them. Happens. You're just so focused on getting through your position, not dying to connect. You're not thinking about the timing of the flash. But it bites back. Fnatic just waiting on this A site. Crims is going to have early info on Long as well, but he needs to be cleared by Fallen, who does have the better gun. However, Crims is not waiting for Fallen to clear him. He will be proactive, and that will be his punishment, his undoing, in fact. JW spots another missed shot, and now the bomb scene. They know it's A. Liquid are a man up. They're taking the site by force. Fnatic have to play retake with both players coming from CT spawn, and they're being loud about it. Grenades onto the bomb plant won't kill anyone. Oh, and they were stalled out for far too long. They were trying to throw them together. Maybe if he threw it early, he could have done some damage, but Liege sits pretty on 70 health. And Fnatic, they still got grenades to go for this. They're still considering it, but it's going to be costly if they lose this round. They still have money to back up on. Liege putting one in the dirt and doubling down to close it. Liquid fine 9. No problem for the money of Fnatic in the short term, but that quick pause to find solutions to problems we haven't even posed yet doesn't work. And back to the drawing board for Fnatic.
Yeah, right. It's a real kind of crying shame that JW takes this fight, a fight that he's been really, really good at least doing damage on with the scout, right? So he's kind of feeling confident as he swings into it. And I think you saw that moment of realization. Like, he tries to duck out of there. He realizes, like, if I die here now from missing this shot, the A site is lost. And that is exactly what happens. Round falls apart. It was just the attempt at a bonus, right? So as you were saying, the money is still very much there. We got the AWP on JW and a lot of AUGs in play. Fnatic really loving the scoped rifles on this CT side. They lose Crims down in connector thanks to this smoke spam from Grim. That's a big equalizing kill for Grim to put up. While this has happened, Brolin has once again gone on some B aggression, pushing up and allowing for a 3-man stack over towards the A bomb site. Liquid don't know about Brolin's little adventures down towards B. This isn't something they've ever spotted yet. So this 3-man stack could blindside them. Flashes out long, and Fnatic, they're trying to take these fights. They lose Golden in the process. They still don't know that Fallen is here on the tree either. But somehow, he's missed all these timings, and Jaquinho is going to turn on a dime to deal with Fallen. I don't know how
like
Fallen ends up dying there. Yeah, right? That's very, very weird.
Last second flick back. Don't know if he spotted it at the edge of his screen or someone shouted at him. But got a kill, got some info. Liquid with the bomb spotted on long, and so Fnatic doubled down on this A hold. It's a scary one when Liquid going quiet with 20 seconds. Fnatic begin to doubt themselves, but then smokes start to lay over the top. JW, oh, he can't get the kill. Naf is so quick, and JW wasn't even scoped in. Brolin has to stop the plant to win the round, 10 seconds, and they chase him down. Naf with the bomb, taking all the risks and winning all the rounds on his own. 4 frags and 10 rounds for Liquid. Fnatic finally broke. Money bottomed out now, 2 in a row for Liquid. And yeah, Fnatic very happy to force fights, to force engagement. They know what's going on. Like in a lot of these rounds, as you say, Brolin's been getting that control. They've been reading it. They've been stacking on the A side. Like, Brolin's position isn't 100% confirmation. It's A. It's just, oh, this is very likely. If they're not coming monster, what are the chances they're 5 short? Pretty unlikely. So Fnatic with that info, they love pushing in with no flashes, like dry peeking, pushing up long, re-peeking with the AWP, and all these things are giving Liquid kills back into the site.
Yeah, there was that early flash for the first fight, but it was Naf in toilets that they just couldn't actually, blind with the flash that they throw and locate as they're swinging that corner. I like the idea of, well, we have more bodies in A than we should have, so we just try to overwhelm them as they're setting up. We try to do something on the back of this information instead of being at the full mercy of like an A execute.
On top of that, it's like if you die, Liquid, oh, maybe they'll go faster, maybe they'll take the site, and then we're stacked in it. Like, oh, we've lost a man, but haha, we have 3 more. But Liquid aren't doing that. If they get a kill, they're not rushing. They're just sitting back and waiting for more to get delivered to them because, well, that they are. Consistently, in fact. So, man, you thought Fnatic's T-side was patient. Wait till you check out Liquid's.
Oh, JW. Been a hot minute since I've seen someone play over towards this bike position.
Yeah, bike's gone, mate.
Yeah. R.I.P. to the bike.
Sometimes you just don't know how good you had it till it's gone, man.
I know, man. I still think about it.
What a ride.
Look at this, though. Liquid, they get that 1 kill. And now they decide, we're going to hit the go button. We're going to speed up. You're going to get past Crims. And Naf will provide that.
No way.
Oh, even the running spray transfer to get the double.
Naf's looking good today.
Naf looks good every day.
True, true.
But man, we're really enjoying what he's bringing to the table here. Fallen as well, stepping up with his AWPs in for a double of his own. And so Liquid have now tied this game up at 11-11. Fnatic, when they took that pause, I imagine it was mainly to focus on this buy round right here. And so they're hoping this is where they can put a stop to this T side before it gets out of hand.
Glass Orb, no kit. Ooh, 2 Molotovs, sorry, 3 in the round. Yeah, it's far from perfection for Fnatic, but they had their money at the start of the half and Liquid bottomed it out. So here is the result. JW AWPing long, nice and safe. Liquid clearing connector again. The default is back in play, 2 in mid, 1 in B. Naf just holding on. Toilet smoke down. I'm scared of a monster push because we've seen everyone do that in this game, both sides. Just want that info, just want that guarantee of, okay, where is the bomb? Where is it going? What do they have in mind? But no info being given yet. Liquid still defaulting to no knowledge of Fnatic. The AWP is backed out to the A site at least. Long is conceded. And Fallen might take it late, but he brings a bomb to his team. Chiquinho's been getting naded, spammed, you name it, down towards his B-bomb site, and this round is no different. Even Brolin pushing into B-water on his own, clearing corners. That's a good bit of real estate for Fnatic. It's not quite the monster push, but it could end up with that as Brolin gets so much info and just, again, tells his team to gamble, tells his team to rotate up. That they do. 3 on the top site, and Crims, the king, in the toilets.
Yeah, there he is putting up the first kill. Now getting wrapped from Long. He just wants to stay alive. And he will get out of there, dropping the Molotov on his fullback. Buys him that tiny bit of room. And now he tries to take it one step further. And he ends up biting the hand and feeds him in this round. JW with that long kill. Golden holding down the short side. But once again, the entries are in. Chiquinho just burnt to death in a Molotov thrown by Fallen. And Brolin's missed the timing. Liquid, they've recovered this round from the brink of defeat. Fallen putting up a bunch of the kills to get them there. And now it leaves Brolin in this clutch. A 1v2, the first kill put up. But Grim, still sat at the truck waiting in this exact same position, is concealed by the body. Liquid up to 12. And now in the lead.
Wow. Oh, yeah, you never expect a second player at the same spot, right? Especially with that body cover. Like, that's incredible. Like, you just can't even see him. And Crims, the first kill, lovely. The escape, great. The molly, mwah. But then the swing? Wow, that's really just full sending it, isn't it? Naf's damage onto Chiquinho through the smoking monster actually has consequences. He does 40 damage at the start of the round. Chiquinho burns in a molly. That holds weight in the late round. Oh, took a spam damage. Stewie, he'll eat some of that too. Down to 40. Brolin finishes the job, gets his sweet revenge, but he can't get a second. Naf lives to tell the tale. Yeah, molly it off. This time, like, you know, you rarely see T's molly off choke points they're trying to push, but they don't want them to grab the gun or to re-aggress and kill Naf where he stands on his own. Liquid, the first round outside of B from the get-go with all the players lined up and ready to go. Fnatic still only eco. Are they going to find this gun on short? Like, they could eventually go for it. No one's stopping them right now. But right now they're scared of this execute and they have reason to be. It's coming through.
Oh, and Crims was actually about to leave, so for the time being, he's not inside the site, trying to help out from Graffiti, and is getting away with tag damage. Oh, 2 players down low. Not an impossible round for these pistols to get away with more than they should.
Hello.
The bomb plant's coming in, and playing up close to it is JW. Hopped his way into the site and is now hiding in the smokes that Liquid have dropped. They throw him another bone, and JW goes through. Naf with the no-scope. It falls to Crims. He's done so much damage in this round, but he's yet to find a kill. And on the back of losing Heaven, this round gets really weird. Fallen up in Heaven, Naf rerouting over towards short, and they're just not giving Crims the fight. They're just not giving him a chance. And with the kind of damage this guy's gotten away with in this round, there's good reason to not even give Crims these engagements. He gets out with an AK, but might not live for the cross. Does manage to get by, and Naf even dies to the bomb, losing that AWP for Liquid. Now, that's not the end of the world, right? There's plenty of money for the Liquid squad. You would have rather not had to reinvest, you know, the 4.5, 5 grand, but you're still up to 13. You're still building upon this lead.
Yeah, the AWP was dropped over because Naf was low as well, right? But it actually works wonders. He gets that no-scope onto JW in the smoke. It looked like that could have gotten out of control very quickly in the 2-on-2, but Liquid remained composed, and that's a great sign. You know, doing this against European teams as well. obviously had some good amount of time to practice here in Europe. And right now we're seeing the results of that. Crims all flashed off. That could have been perfect. He's just running, and Naf looking for another, can't get it. Brolin's so good at slipping in for the trade, but shot in the back of the head on his escape, eviscerated by Stewie2K. 4-on-3 for Liquid. That is a kill they never should have had. But Stewie commands respect, and Fnatic take real estate back. They move into water. I like the position because Liquid are never going to consider it. With this coming in so late. Flash into Con, doors open late, but it doesn't matter. Oh, spotted, legs tagged, and now they can get out Monster. Chiquino flashed in for a fight, but only good for one. Grim's going to trade it. JW trapped to the barrels. There's no molly to come down onto him, and so it's up to his teammate to provide cover, but Golden can't, and JW backs up after smoking. Do they know he's escaped? They're still spamming. Oh, a missed shot, and that's the shot you had to hit if you wanted to win the round. 14-11. Liquid come in with another devastating B blow. And it doesn't matter that Fnatic were bought up. They're made to look like fools, and now they're broke up against 14.
Yeah, big from Grim as well, playing anti-flash as they run through Monster in case that exact play comes in. He then goes on to provide another entry on top of that. The last pause that Fnatic have is being used right here, right now in round 26, because their fate's hanging in the balance. Yeah, this was their map pick. They were off to a good start. It looked pretty deadly. You know, like Fnatic, we were like, oh, all right, they're here, right? Like, they've had some kind of real wobbly times as of late, have Fnatic. And it looked like they were bringing the heat. But now Liquid up in the lead and in a very big way as well. Money's in such an awkward spot for Fnatic. They take a very, very mishmash buy, right? They buy down a 2K, they keep enough to get an investment in the next, and they've still got armor, they've still got one M4. So a chance to do something in this round. We're looking at Crims to really have impact with this M4. And luckily enough, he has been that like gleaming consistency for Fnatic.
Yeah, he's had some great rounds. Also, in the last like 3 or 4, he's not gotten as much done as he would have liked or has in the past. So, you know, slowing down near the end here. It could be a problem for Fnatic. Liquid getting back to a default, the same one they've been running many rounds. Double con push to try and trade if things go hairy, but they don't. Liquid find that opening kill. Crims on top, watching for the con. Ooh, a nice tag. He gets the headshot onto Stewie. Won't finish the job, but has set him up for some damage later in the round. Would have loved to make that a 4-on-4, as Liquid can now just regroup and go wherever the hell they want with a significant advantage. Look at the gamble. Fnatic is stacking A. That smoke landing on shore. Ooh, dear. Is keeping Fnatic here. And Elige, if he gets even a spot, even a kill, that can sell the fake perfectly as the rest of his team walk through Monster into the empty B bomb site.
And it's never felt quite as good as this to be a Nafa. And the B site's free. Just given to them, a gift from Fnatic. Move in, boys, we didn't want it anymore. And so Liquid have. Fnatic is still grouping, looking to give this a go. Without a kit and being a man down, you know, the odds of actually retaking aren't too high, but they're just going to try and explode in with the pistols and get away with whatever they can. They're up against 14. They've got a buy coming in next anyway. So right now they're playing like they've got nothing to lose. Fallen gonna lock them out of the round. And Stewie even comes in right at the very end. The C team Liquid through up to 15. You know, we've been focusing a lot on Naf, giving us big moments. Fallen as well, right behind him, 23 and 15.
Was a slow start, right? That's why he's kind of snuck in here on the T side.
It's really great, though, that, like, you know, we still get these games out of Fallen, and it feels like he's only getting better as more time's gone on, you know? Like, that's to be expected, you know, coming in and taking the reins, but...
Yeah, and even the effect that that's had on the identity of Liquid, right? Not just Fallen with the AWP, but Stewie as well. We've seen on, like, you know, especially maps like Mirage, he's back to what made him Stewie2K in the first place. Like, role change, no longer doing what in-game leaders often do, which is like being forced to entry and going in first and trying to get that info and get the opening kill and losing it. Like, Stewie's lurking con on Mirage. He's coming up on window flanks. Like, I think that's really good for Liquid and for Stewie as well to recover. And as said, like, having Fallen in his team, Liquid always say, like, it just brings a new level of, like, energy and and drive, you know? Right now, Fnatic might be about to fall on their map pick. 2 kills the way of Liquid. Stewie running him up, but Golden does deal with him. Elige looking to trade, dodges the flash, and gets back in with a headshot. Golden gone. Elige can't follow up. There's a gap in the smoke. Roland's using it for a kill, and he has to creep out behind the truck before it's too late. He needs some real estate in this site, and he's dropped the bomb. Oh, Brolin with the Orc, doing everything, and then some. It's Grim v Brolin to close the map. The grenade won't do it, but it could tag him. Grim needs to swing, and he's got the shot. 15 made 16, and Liquid steal the map of Fnatic away from the